You've been led to, told to be nice, be available, be reassuring. You've been trained like a domesticated dog. Sit, stay, text, good morning. And you wonder why she's slowly backing away, staring at her phone like your name doesn't even exist anymore. But here's the truth. No one ever told you. Attraction isn't built in comfort. It's born in the shadows of unpredictability. Not in flowers, not in compliments, not in "I'm here for you" texts. It's born in the places where her mind can't rest. In the uncertainty that makes her pulse spike. In the silence that lingers like perfume after you've left the room. This isn't about ghosting. It's not about manipulation. It's about crafting a psychological undertow so strong that her calm surface breaks. Let's break this down. You're not quiet. You're not giving her space. You're charging in stillness. You step back, not to disappear, but to let your absence echo louder than 1,000 needy texts. She should feel the air shift when your energy exits the room. Not because you yelled, not because you slammed a door, but because your calm presence was a storm she never understood. Masculine silence isn't passive. It's pressure. It says, "Figure me out if you can. And trust me, she will try." Because when a man doesn't explain himself, doesn't rush to clarify, doesn't beg to be understood, he becomes the enigma she replays in her mind at 2 a.m. Your stillness is not emptiness. It's command. It's a mystery, disguised as confidence. Look around, every guy's playing the same tired role. Good morning text, fire emoji on her story. I miss you, after 2 dates. Predictability isn't comfort. It's attraction's graveyard. You want her addicted, be her unsolvable riddle. Don't be the playlist she's already memorized. Be the song she can't find the lyrics to. Break the pattern. Don't always text back. Don't always compliment. Don't always chase. Not because you're playing games, but because you're not performing. You're existing. Stop showing up like a salesman, auditioning for her affection. Start moving like a man with internal velocity, a purpose she can feel but never quite grasp. You don't orbit her. You pass through like a solar eclipse, rare, unforgettable, and momentarily blinding. Let me be brutal. She's not bored because you're ugly. She's bored because she knows exactly what you'll do next. You've become emotionally transparent, not open, not vulnerable, predictable, soft, digestible. She's not wired for that. She's wired for the highs and lows, for the silence after the storm, for the surge of curiosity when your name lights up without a context. She doesn't want safe. She wants emotional elevation. Be the contradiction, sweet in silence, dangerous in calm, stoic in chaos. Let her feel the fire behind your stillness. Let her lean in, wondering what you're not saying. You're not toxic. You're electrically poised. Stop replying. Start resonating. Every message you send, every word you speak, should come from the core of a man who is centered. When she texts, don't rush to reply. Let her wait. Let her reread. Let her feel. Make your words rare like oxygen in a high-altitude place. She shouldn't be drowning in your attention. She should be gasping for your presence. Men chase with words. Kings influence with energy. Let her feel the shift when your tone drops. When your words go from emojis to elemental truths. That's not ignoring. That's imprinting. Why do casinos keep people hooked? Not the lights, not the music. It's the maybe. The possibility. The unknown. Women fall not for what's given, but for what's suggested and withheld. Stop being the man who answers every question. Start being the one who asks better ones. Make for wonder. Where is he? Why hasn't he texted? Is he thinking of me, or has he moved on? Not to punish, but to ignite. When she doesn't know if she still has you, her mind spirals into the story you've created. A man who could have stayed, but didn't. That's the edge you stand on. Silence isn't absence. Silence is a boundary. When she crosses the line with her words, her disrespect, her indifference, you don't explain. You don't negotiate. You disappear. not in anger, but in absolute emotional indifference, the kind that rattles her soul, because suddenly she's no longer in control of the script. She can't provoke a reaction, can't pull a string, can't even find the string. You've unplugged your energy from her frequency. That's the new standard. Not because you're punishing, but because your peace isn't freely distribute. Don't become magnetic by over-communicating. You become magnetic by vanishing strategically. She should never be sure. She has you. That's what keeps her refreshing your texts. That's what drives her to analyze every silence. That's what turns you from a man into a mystery. You're not being mean. You're being valuable. Stop acting like your time is on sale. Move like your presence is gold. And only those who earn that ever touch it. You're not addicted to women. You're addicted to being needed. That's what weakens you. Real masculine power is being wanted, but not responding. Being desired, but not collapsing. Restraint isn't cold. It's mastery. She'll say she wants openness, vulnerability, honesty. But what she really wants is to not be able to predict you to sit in her room, rereading your last words, wondering what you meant, to replay your silences like they were verses in a song, to miss you when you're in the room because your emotional detachment is that potent. You want to stand out. Don't be one dash note. Mix warmth with distance, intensity with withdrawal, kindness with emotional autonomy. Make her feel like she's touching fire and snow at the same time. That's what etches you into her nervous system. That's what makes her friends ask, why can't you stop thinking about him? Because she felt everything and nothing with you. And now she can't find her emotional balance.